for their relationship.
No, for some reason, but I've seen people like that. It's like some of the sweetest guys. It's just like they have their limits, and I'm not saying anything about domestic violence and all that because people do have their limits, and you just don't really know who can push your buttons to the point where it gets you like out of your element. But I do feel like a lot of people with they don't know their significant other and they don't know themselves. We and me and Father said this all the time. We know people that when you kind of look at them, when you kind of look at it, you could tell like they're battling with their inner demons and like other people want to like get into a relationship and me and Father going to be like, nah, she's not in a good place. she's not in a good she's not in a good place. You don't need to be like trying to put her in a relationship where she can barely like handle herself. So I've always thought like it's more of like people don't know themselves more than they don't know the relationship. But I feel like that's why most relationships don't work.
Yeah, I got a story of my own like that.
I'm I don't know. I'm pretty sure like as in all of y'all at least got one point where someone like got you out of your element that you would never said that you would never do or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah. Hmm.
So it's one of those things. What's your story, Dion?
All right. When I first moved from back out of North Carolina and came back to Maryland or whatever, I came into contact with this girl. I'm not gonna mention her name, but um, she expressed interest in me. She expressed interest and wanted to, meet up with me, hang out with me, or whatever, whatever. I wanted to go link up with her, but as most of y'all know, I wasn't in the best of places financially and just as a person. So just for the sake of being polite, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go hang with this chick, but I'm not looking to do nothing with her. This is just, it was basically just, me kind of getting out the house. I'll link up with her, I'll hang out with her, whatever, see what she's talking about. But in my head, I knew I wasn't going to do nothing with Shorty because I knew I was fucked up. You know, she, mind you, she treated me the whole time I was with her. You know what I'm saying? Bought me food and everything. So we talking and everything, and I'm just like, okay, oh girl's really into me, and I liked her too. But again, me being in the situation I was in at the time, I couldn't do it. I was not gonna, start nothing with this chick and drag her down. She had a job, she had money, she was doing all this other stuff. I was, you know, I came back to Maryland because I had just lost the job. You know what I'm saying? I had no money. I ended up having to move back in with my mother. I was like, I was at rock fucking bottom. And here this chick is pretty much trying to hand herself to me, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do this to you, shorty.
All right. Any last words on this before we get on to our next topic?
Um, no. Well, yeah, I got a story. It's quick. I was messing with this girl when I first joined the military, and what it was is that she always talked. She always talked shit every time she catch an attitude. And when we have an argument, I just walk away. And she was like, "Why you walking away? Why you walking away? You a little bitch." I just keep walking away. I kept walking away, and then she kept doing it. One day she did it, and I just flipped. Like I was in the room, I'd like knocked off like stuff off the off her dresser and all that stuff. I just cursed her out, and I just everything that just build up just came down on her when I was just talking shit to her. And ever since then, she never really she thought twice about saying it to me again. And that's what you was talking about. You need to know yourself because I mean, I learned from being in a relationship is that you can't let that shit bottle up. You need to correct that stuff real quick, right off the break. So if somebody disrespect you, come off and you wrong, just tell them straight, hey, you did it this way, I don't like it, because it will ball up. But that was one incident I had, and it shouldn't took for me to get bottled up just for me to correct her like that.
And you know what? I think it's important you say that, because it's no secret that a lot of us men, we don't open up, and I feel like that's part of the reason right there. Because there's a lot of women, like when we open up to them, they use that shit as ammunition and blow it up in your face when they get mad or when they catch an attitude. And we've had so many discussions. Like, I remember telling a lot of women that I was dealing with that, like, you can talk to me, and then, I still keep quiet, because I've had 2 incidents where I done had shit blown up to my face. And, these were women that I confided in, and then, they used the shit that I told them against me when, I did something they didn't like, or, they felt some type of way about something. So me, like, and that shit hurt. A lot of women don't realize that, like, we got feelings too. Just because you feel a certain way don't mean that you gotta convert that energy and then make us feel a certain way, because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 you will not like what the fuck we have to say back or the way that we gonna react. Yes. That's why we walk away. That's
and
why
a lot of females do that shit on purpose too, just to get or nitpick with you, but not realizing that it's not something you can bounce back. Once you do it, like, it will never be the same again if you keep doing it. And a lot of females come from these abusive relationships is that, they used to dudes cursing them out or treating them like shit. But when you don't do it, it's a problem, something they're not used to. And then like, oh, why you don't want to say nothing? You're a little bitch then type shit. And it shouldn't even be like that, but that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, that's facts, and that's why, like, I let women know, like, I am not the one for nonsense. Like, I will bring out the West African in me. I do not play any type of nonsense. Do not try it with me, or I will drop you off the face of the earth. I let them know then and there.
Yeah,
I gotta mention one thing, just because I've had a couple of incidents myself where, like, things got a little nasty between me and a woman or whatever. But the one thing I ended up having to remind myself, and the one thing I always tell other guys is this legal system is a motherfucker. And regardless of who started what, I don't care what the situation is, I don't care what the person I'm talking to about whatever the situation personally has to tell me, the police are almost always going to side with the woman.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck what the situation is. So if some shit goes down, the absolute worst thing you can do is lose your temper and put your hands on her. I don't give a fuck what she did. I don't give a fuck how much of a bitch she is, what she said, if she did X, Y, Z with one of your homeboys. The absolute worst thing you can do is put your motherfucking hands on her and set yourself up for disaster. It's all downhill from there.
And this is why I say I never want to put my hands on a woman, but I will never say I will never put my hands on a woman. I would tell women I will do everything I can to walk away from the situation before I put my hands on you. Please do not get me to that point where I have to put my hands on you.
I think as close as I've been to one situation when I put my hands on a female, I was in Embarrassed at Oceana. And I was messing with this Jamaica chick. I would never mess with a Jamaica chick again. We was arguing about something stupid, but she just had this attitude about something. And we was just talking in the room, and she pushed me, and I was like, Chevy, don't push me. She pushed me again. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm leaving. She pushed me again, and then I was like, yo. I said something, and she punched me in my fucking face. And I'm embarrassed. I'm looking like, in my mind, I'm like, this bitch punched me in my motherfucking face. She taller than me, and she's Jamaican. She ain't been in the country that long. But when she did that shit, I looked. Yo, I swear to God, I was about to belly to suplex the shit out of her ass. Yo, I swear to God, I gave her this hug, and I started squeezing her body like real tight. I was like,
gave
yo,
her a bear hug.
yeah, gave her a big hug because it's like she was about to hit me again, and I put my arms around her, over her arm, so she wouldn't get it. I just started squeezing the shit out of her ass. Yo, I had to let go off that shit. I was just like, yo, her. She was like, "Let me go, Tony. Let me go." And she was
You had to check yourself a bit. Let me back off before I kill her.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo, I felt like I was gonna break her damn back when she did that shit. And I didn't even realize how hard she hit me until later on. I was like, you know what, I'm out, man. I'm done. But that's as close as I did. That and I hugged. I did like a bear hug on one girl. I body slammed another girl on the bed, and another one I just picked the girl up, just right off her feet, just caught her off her balance. But that was like the three things. But I have never put my hands on a female. Not like punching. I took a lot of hits. I took a lot of fucking hits. I could have been bitch of the month with a lot of these hits I was getting from chicks. My friends were like, "You let her punch you in your face? I would have stole that bitch. You a bitch." I'm like, I'm a bitch, but I'm free. I ain't locked up.
That same nigga saying, "Oh, I'd have stole that bitch." That nigga would have been in jail an hour later.
She did all that shit. I was like, I'm done. But when I put in that bear hug, yo, bro, I think all the breath just came out her little body. I had to let go, and I had to just get that calm, and I was just like, you know what? It's not worth it.
You know what's funny? Y'all remember the incident with Jay-Z and Solange, how she attacked him in the elevator? There was a lot of dudes said, I have the utmost respect for Jay-Z because I'd have hit her in the mouth. There was a lot of dudes saying that. And, like, so, hey, a dude with control, trust me, like, that's why niggas, like, shake the shit out of women, or, like, they'll do what Tony do. They'll, like, grab you.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, they'll grab you or they'll pick you up or something like that just to give you that warning, like, please do not fuck with me. You're not going to like it. So
I've only gone off and like just straight up punch the girl in the mouth. Now, mind you, this was self-defense. And literally the only time I'll ever condone violence towards anyone, let alone a woman, is in self-defense. And what happened with this particular situation was, this chick was actually trying to get at me because I beat up her boyfriend or whatever. So she came looking for me. She had a knife on her. The little bitch tried to stab me.
God damn.
So, so in self-defense from this bitch waving a fucking knife at me, I punched her in the fucking mouth.
Was she still holding the knife, or did it fell from her hand when you punched her?
I mean, she was unconscious after I hit her, so yeah.
Was she still holding the knife though? Because she got a grip. Still holding the knife.
That's the question.
I mean, she hit the ground and it fell out her hand and next to her, but you know.
I was thinking there was an image of it like in slow motion or some shit. Like she was like, "Ah, bitch," and you punched her. She was like, "No," and the knife would have fell out of her hand and started bouncing on the ground and shit and twisted a little bit.
Her legs fly up in the air when she hit the ground.
Hey, you know
matter of fact, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna give you a visual. Father, your favorite Street Fighter character is Balrog, right?
Yeah.
She swung at me with that knife and missed. And you know that dashing straight he does? I gave her one of those and just broke her shit.
Hey, let this be known to anybody listen. We do not condone hitting a female.
I do not condone hitting females at all.
I cannot stress this enough. This was self-defense. Okay? I'm going to make sure I say this many times as I can, as loud as I can. That was self-defense. We are not condoning no form of violence towards nobody.
Unless she's coming at you with a knife and you need a Balrog